Hello. Today I'm doing my very first video tutorial. I've spent approximately 2 hours trying to find a good angle, lighting, position. So I might be a little tipsy, but that's cool because we're just doing macrame. And macrame is a craft that you can do when you're tipsy. You can also do it sober, which is probably how most people do it. Alright, so today, hair. We're going to be making a little macrame plant holder friend. So this one is pretty simple, didn't take me super long, and the beads are optional. Or if you have anything bead-like, I don't know, macaroni, you could probably put that on. As if you can put a string through it, you can put it on your macrame. So it's pretty flexible. If you have a bigger plant that you want to hang, or a child that you would like to suspend from the ceiling in a macrame holder, it'll also work. You just have to make sure that you're making the macrame for the child, for their dimensions. Yeah, you could basically put anything in one of these as long as you made it the right size. So you got some cats, put them up. You got jar of human teeth, easy peasy. Ain't nothing you can't put in a macrame plant holder. So we will be learning, you idiot, JK. Today I will be explaining how to do the two most basic knots, which are actually just the same knot, but different a little. I guess they're not the same. It's the same knot. You just do it differently. You know what I mean. I'm explaining myself fairly clearly, I think. So there's this twisty guy, and then there's these straight boys. It is important to show your plants affection. You should probably make time to smooch each plant once a day and tell them they're handsome and tell them that they're doing so good and that you love them. My car alarm's going off. So last night I accidentally washed my car keys, and they have the little unlocker button thing, and now my car alarm goes off randomly. So that's a new fun thing I get to figure out. So we're gonna make this. I'm going to show you how. It's very easy, and if anyone knows how to fix my car alarm, please tell me, because this is going to be a nightmare. My car has anxiety. Now my van has anxiety because my keys are broken. Anyways, get a plant and get going. Measuring tape, string, beads are optional, scissors, and a key ring. Okay. So what we have here is a bunch of string, so much string, and also a key ring, and then wherever the little part where the key goes on is, I just put the string over that, so all you see is the metal. So we're gonna hook it up here. I have a hook on my wall. What you're going to need is 8 pieces of super long string. Something that surprised me when I first started macrame is just how long the string has to be. It seemed excessive, but I've got 8 pieces here that are about 8 feet long. A lot of macrame requires longer string, but this is very skinny string, so we can get away with just the 8 feet. So get it all nice and going. Wow. First of all, we're gonna make a little thing that goes around the top to like hold all of that together. I'm using a piece of embroidery floss so that it's a little bit different contrast from the regular string, so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Plus it's really pretty. There's no rules. It's macrame. Anyways, so you're gonna wanna pin it against the rest of the string with a little bit hanging at the top, or I guess sticking out at the top. And then you're going to go ahead and make a loop. Ooh, what a crinkly loop I've made. And then also pin that next to the little guy at the top. So got this hanging down, zip. And then with the rest of the string, you just want to start going around those. So you want to go around the top string and the loop. I like to make mine fairly tight, but it is up to you. Okay, when you're satisfied with the length, it can be any length you want. Also, if you obviously don't want it to be colored, just use a piece of this. Just cut off like, probably like 10 inches. So yeah, then you're gonna put the end of this little wraparound guy through this loop. There we go, he's through the loop. And then you're going to hold this, you're holding the one up here, holding it down here with these 2 fingers, and you're just going to pull this, and it's going to pull the loop with the end of the string up, give it a nice little tug, and there you go. And you just cut those off. It's macrame. So, to get started, we're going to pick off the 4 most outer cords. There we go. We're going to just separate those from the rest, and I usually just tuck the rest behind the book or something, so they're just kind of off to the side. So first we're going to start with the little twisty knot, which is super easy to do. So we're going to take the 2 outer strings, and we're essentially going to be tying knots around the 2 middle strings. So you're going to want to take the one on your left and place it over like that, and then the one on your right is going to go behind. So you have one in front, one behind, and then the one that's behind is going to come forward through this loop, and the one that was in front is going to go back through this loop. So behind goes forward, in front goes backwards, and then you're going to slowly just slide that up to the top, just gently. You don't want to do it too tight, because first of all, it'll hurt your hands. And second of all, it will be hard to undo if you mess up and want to fix it. So yeah, on top, behind, forward, back, and just bring it up to the top. Let's do that one more time. Forward, behind, whoop, whoop. And just sneak that right up to the top. So yeah, let's do a bunch of those. So we've gone down far enough that we can put a bead on. I didn't count how many I went down because it might be different for everyone, like if you're doing a different size or using a different rope. So just, I don't know, use your heart, follow your dreams. So we're gonna put the bead on these 2 middle strings. And we got our little bead friend on. And then we're just going to do the same knot again. Just sort of keep that bead in place. That one up there too. Oh, so cute. Such pink. Okay, one more of those knots. Now we just keep doing the same thing. Basically, I just wanted to make sure that this chunk was the same roughly size as this chunk. Then we're going to do the same thing with all of these others. So we're going to take the next 4 that are sort of near each other, get the 2 outside strings, and just the same thing. So, whop, whop, woo, woo, and to the top, and now I will meet you when I've got all 4 of these complete. got all 4 ready to go. So now we have to measure just roughly for where it's going to sit. So this is a jar that I'm going to put one of my pothos plants in that I've propagated. So just want to kind of position it the way you want it, and I would like a little bit of the loose strings to be up above. So we'll do that, and then just sort of like pinch together where you want the next set of knots, I guess. And then just sort of keep that measurement with your fingers. So we've got both of those, and then we've grabbed the 2 outsides to knot together now. So this knot is going to start out the same. We're going to use the 2 outside strings, do left one forward and right one backwards, and pull it through and pull it back. And we're just going to tighten that kind of right there. And then for this next one, it's going to be a little bit different. So this time we're going to make a square knot. So we have to do the opposite. So we have to put the right one forward and the left one back. And then the back one comes forward and the front one goes back. So we're just doing the opposite of what we just did, which will essentially make it so that it's not twisty. It'll be a flat knot. So let's do 2 more of those. This one back. And we're gonna do that for all 4. Ooh, tangle boys. And then we're gonna just sort of measure with our thumb like where that one is from the one we just did. And we'll do front and back, and back. We'll tighten it. And when you're tightening that first one, yeah, just make sure that it's like kind of even. It doesn't matter if it's like a millimeter off. Okay, now that we got that all done, they're all connected. We're gonna grab our thing that we're measuring again. So there we go. That's kind of where I want them. So then we'll just pinch together the next set. Looks like it's gonna be about half the distance of the first one. And we're gonna do the same little square knots for this. Okay, so now we've got a nice little net going on. We'll grab our container one more time and slide it in there somehow. Just see where are we at. So you just want to get a measurement of where the bottom knot is going to be. So we'll kind of do that. We feel good about it. So that's where that's going to be. We're going to do the same thing as we did at the top with the thread. So I've got a green one now, don't know why. Gonna, same thing, point it with the direction of the rest of the string, and then make a little loop, You know what, you can make whatever size loop you feel like. You're your own loop master. Okay, and then we stick it through the loop. We hold that little piece, like that, let the loop go loose, and then you just pull that, and it's gonna tuck the bottom of that string right up in there. Okay, and then we have all this bottom danglies. You can kind of do whatever. If you really want to, you can like cut them and then like unravel the string so it looks like fluffy. I usually just cut it off. I don't really care. I don't know. Nice shaggy boys. Whatever you feel like. Let the macrame speak to you. Wow, 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 wow. So cool.